What's up? Tuesday, third. This is the third Tuesday update for the Seneca Treehouse and Treehouse Trade School. I'm Scott Bunn. I'm here on a Zoom call and also on Instagram Live. So today we're going to talk about a couple of new things. Every week we're doing this, loading it up to Treehouse Trade School YouTube channel where we have a lot of videos, educational videos and educational content to help people develop their homesteads and improve their skill set. So today we're going to talk about the journey of an entrepreneur. It looks like a roller coaster. And also we're going to talk about the class that I'm putting together and getting ready to do a talk on here in a second. And I have a woofer that is here. Just messaged me, wants to come in. I need to respond and say yes. All right. So we do. Here we go. We're back. All right. Thanks. So the journey of an entrepreneur. Here we go. Michelle is now joining us too. What's up, Michelle?
Hello.
Hey, I just started the recording and I'm on live Instagram as well. And I'm trying to see myself and not. There we go. Well, technical difficulties. How's Michelle doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just trying to manage all the things, but it's been good.
Right on. Well, thanks for being here. I wish I could figure out how to maximize my page myself. Shui, I'm in the middle of an update. You're welcome to join if you'd like. So, the journey of an entrepreneur. This is something that I'm glad I know. If you're an entrepreneur, this is something that hope might give you some hope, but it's like a roller coaster. And I'm sure there's actually a graph of this, but there's ups and downs, and there's so many things that if you're not strong will take you out. I think it's something like 97% of new businesses fail. Fail within a year or something like that. I don't hold me to that. It's somewhere around in there. A lot of people start businesses and then just can't do it. And I've had several businesses over the years, and some of them didn't make it. So I am dedicated to making the Seneca Treehouse and Treehouse Trade School successful and continue to grow on that success. This year, I'm taking some business development courses throughout the year that are really helping with that. And so the journey looks like a roller coaster, and it goes up and down and up and down. But right before you get really successful, it will take off. But right before it takes off, there's a big dip. So it looks kind of like this. I'm just going to draw this out here. This is the journey. All right, didn't leave enough room. Don't you hate that? Didn't leave enough room. But here we go. Let's try it again. So the high points represent income, and it gradually grows over time as you're figuring out. This dip here, woo, this is rough. This is where a lot of people give up. Actually, a lot of people give up in the dips altogether. But this was like the last year and a half right here. This major dip, and I almost gave up on everything. Some of you know that. Almost gave up, and actually Michelle that's on the call with us was working as a business partner. I had to let her go. There was a number of things that I just about let go of everything, and I was reminded that to keep going by so many different things. Reminded me, so many different people reminded me to keep going. But the journey of someone who has a job, what do you call that? A non-entrepreneur.
9 to 5.
A 9-to-5er, there you go, is like you go to school and then you get a job and you gradually earn more and more income, and it's a pretty straight line. You get a salary, you earn more and more over life. But rarely do you get to do this major climb here. So we're getting ready to do this climb. In fact, we're already in the midst of it. And this year, I think we'll probably hit like this point, like double or close to double from what we've ever made in the past. And that is because of lots of years of hard work and putting things together, and waking up early in the morning and putting plans and classes and just developing things, and then failing, trying and failing and trying and failing and getting up and doing it again. So the class, the thing, really the main thing that I'm putting together now, which isn't earning, I don't want to say it's not earning any income because I just had somebody ask about the class, but is the online training. And I have one class available. It's called the Low Maintenance Garden Mindset, and it's going to be part of a bigger class. The bigger class is, I think I'm just going to call it Homesteading 101, and it's going to consist of the low maintenance garden mindset and the minimalist toolkit, and I think a pre-purchase land. I'm still compiling this. A pre-purchase land assessment, things to look for, and then I also want to develop some kids classes this year too. Hey, sweet, you don't know how to make this bigger, do you? My face right here. Oh wait, I guess I can just do that. It's not, I don't think that's the proper way, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So this coming Sunday is an opportunity to speak at the Greenville Library at 4:30. I'm going to outline Homesteading 101, and I'll be getting feedback from the attendees. So once a month, what is it, the first Sunday, we're doing a permaculture gathering. One of the gentlemen and Scott restarted this recently, and we'll be doing a permaculture gathering with somebody to talk about something permaculture related. Last time, Chris Sermon from Bioway Farm talked about his farm a little bit, and I was able to ask people questions, and I was asking them, what are they most interested in, and everybody is like homestead development. And that's like, I've known that's important. That's what we're doing. So we're doing really two things: homestead development and trade training. The Seneca Treehouse project is the third thing. That's our home base, our headquarters, where that's where I am right now. That's where we have Airbnb. That's our demonstration site. So it's our homestead. It also earns income on Airbnb. We're trying to increase that. If somebody wants to learn about homesteading, they can come visit and stay here and experience that, and learn about different techniques. It's a suburban scale demonstration. So also in doing the training that I'm doing, I asked some people, I'm kind of talking about what we're doing. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say it. And like I talked to Grant Cardone and his team, and if you don't know Grant Cardone, he's the 10X guy. I just got his book in the mail, actually, the 10X rule. I talked with him and some of his team, and I told them that I was a homestead developer, and they were like, "What's a homestead?" And I was like, "Oh, well, how do I describe a homestead?" So I talked it over with Ben, and a homestead is, this is what I came up with. A homestead is a residence that provides for its inhabitants. That's the simplest way I can describe it. And, typically people think of a homestead as a big farm and barns and all that stuff, but I really want to approach homesteading from suburban and a city scale homestead as well, so we can help people produce the things that they need at wherever they are. And what's up, Betsy Boop 29? Good to see you. So target audiences with Treehouse Trade School are the homestead developers that really don't have time or can't do it on their own, or just need help. Like today I went and helped a guy do some clearing who had never done any clearing and actually never used a chainsaw. And it's a good thing I helped him, because he would have first cut, he tried to cut through with a chainsaw. He got his brand new chainsaw stuck and he didn't know what to do. And had I not been there, that's where he would have been left there all day without a clue of how to get that chainsaw out of the logs. So I went and helped him do that. So I'm working as a contractor and training at the same time. But that's one element. The other element is creating the online classes and really scaling it up and making it cheaper for people to access, and increasing our income potential. So that way we can we can reach people around the world, and we can grow our business and eventually build a brick and mortar trade school. All right, so those are some of what I'm working on. And this Sunday, the invite is to come to the Greenville Library to the talk at 4:30. I'll be there about 4 o'clock, and then we're continuing to do open houses every first Saturday of the month at the Seneca Treehouse Project. We do a tour before dusk, and then we have the potluck at dusk. Also, if anybody wants to go ahead and take a class, we have the Low Maintenance Garden Mindset available online, and it is from 2 years ago. I filmed it, and I want to make some improvements to it, so I have it at priced at $127 right now. I'm probably going to double that or maybe triple that price once I do the improvements. But whoever gets it now will get all the improvements to that class. And right now it's lecture format, just me talking about soil, water, pests, and diseases, and just how to grow more food. It's helping busy people build resilience. So how to grow more food and be more resilient if you're already doing a lot of stuff and you can't dedicate all your time to gardening. And then I'm getting ready to go to Phoenix next week. I just got this goodie box here. I'm going to the 10X. See, this is what we need to do with our branding right here. We need a Treehouse. We need this logo on a hat. I got 10X rule for big kids, 10X for little kids. This is pretty sweet. I also got this 47 money-making ideas for young entrepreneurs. Started working through that with Abel, and we're really trying to involve. I'm trying to involve my kids in this stuff as much as possible, because with the divorce, I have time to work and I have time with my boys, and I don't want to take away time from my boys to be working while they're here. I want to be dedicating my time to them. So really trying to make stuff, relative to what we're doing with Treehouse Trade School and fun for them as well. So like last weekend, we built a storefront for Abel's Mud. It's a little restaurant that Abel's been working on. Miles and Abel will go out and find things around the place. Sometimes they're edible, sometimes they're not so edible, but we built that together, and all three of us. Miles did a lot of swinging, and Abel and I built it, and it was really enjoyable, educational, and it's also kind of bringing people in. So that's all I have for updates. Try to keep it short. What'd I do? Like, how long was that? It wasn't too long. I don't even know my watch on anymore. Any questions, Michelle? Anything? Hey, that was about 15 minutes.
I don't have any questions, but it's great to hear your updates. And I think a lot about the homesteading is an awesome, and I liked your definition a lot. I think I'll use that in the future when I talk about homesteading, because I like the small scale idea because we do often like think about, okay, you have to have all these animals and plants and all these things, but it's really, if you're trying to be more self-sufficient and taking care of the inhabitants of it, it could be a lot smaller scale.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, the Rafiki said how the youth education thing work. Would camp, schools, etc. pay to do field trips or something? Yes, absolutely. We've done a lot of field trips in the past. I think we've had probably, oh, we probably had like 500 or so students through here over the years, and mostly private schools, but we've also had public schools come through. We've had 60 students at a time once. That was kind of crazy, but you know, those aren't huge money maker things, but it's definitely one of the greatest ways we can provide education for young kids in a large number. We've also had work small workshops like mushroom log inoculation and plant propagation. Those are two easy, common ones that we can do with kids. So, yeah, we want to do more of that. And actually, on the way home, I'm glad y'all asked questions and commented, because one of the things we want to do is create signage for all the elements and put those signs up. We have a couple of them now. So when people come to visit, they can just walk through and they can do a self-guided tour. But I also want to take that signage and those educational elements and put it into the Homesteading 101 class. And I don't know, maybe should I call it something else? Like Homesteading 101 just sounds like beginner. Maybe we could call it the ultimate homestead. And, I like alliteration. Any ideas? Living the dream, bro. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost. It's almost. Yeah, it's good. Feeling really blessed. Feeling blessed for sure. Michelle, did you have a question at the end of what you said? I was reading a comment and I'm wondering if you had.
No, I it wasn't a question, just reflecting back to you what I was hearing and all that.
All right. Shui, you have any questions? Any ideas?
No.
Well, one last thing, I hired the neighbor, Dylan, who's as old as I have been here. Does that make sense? He's 23. I've been here for 23 years, so I met him when he was a little baby, and he's working with me full time now. It's pretty awesome, and getting ready to hire Ben Cinderman in May, I think, is the plan. And we are picking up. We've got jobs backing up like crazy. We have a earthship that we're in the early stages of planning in Charleston, a low country. So I'll be functioning as a trainer, bringing in students to train students how to build the earthship, which I've never built before, by the way. So with all kinds of stuff. So we'll be doing training. It's, you know, regular construction, just oriented different. We'll be doing that in the low country in the Walterboro area, if everything goes well in the first stages, and then just put in a bunch of bids for one builder that supports Treehouse Trade School. He knows me, goes to the church. We've been working together in the past, and he's building like 26 houses, and they need clearing, grading, foundation, septic tank, all that stuff done. So that in itself is like $500,000 worth of work. That could be, I mean, it'd probably take us, you know, a couple years worth of work to get into that. But now those aren't really homesteads; those are just regular construction projects. But when we do those, it's always an opportunity to introduce homesteading to those people. So like tomorrow, I'm going to meet with a client, and we're going to talk about the trees that we have to take out. They're really passionate about not taking out the trees, which I totally get. but that's our opportunity to say, hey, we can help you replant trees, and we can make them more functional. You can plant edible medicinal landscaping in place, so you and all of your inhabitants can have food security. So really, really what we're going after. And that's it. Share this. Please help direct traffic. Michelle roughed out our web page, and I need to go do some fine tuning to it. And we will be building a funnel and trying to funnel traffic into the website so we can really get on that roller coaster. Get the major part right here. All right, thanks for watching. Tune in next Tuesday, 7 o'clock every Tuesday, and we'll have another update.